my YouTube channel. So in today's video, this is a live one, and I just thought I should at least come live. It has been a while. I haven't gone for a while for quite some time, but today, I'm in Dian, and I just thought, okay, let us do what? Let us do live. I don't know whether you are there. I don't know who is joining me. If you are joining me, please let me know. Just let me know you are there from the comment section below. I am welcoming any question. I'm ready to answer your question. And if you have a place, would want me to showcase the place, also be free to let me know what me to show you right here in Dian. It's going to 6, and you can see actually I have been sun-kissed. It's looking good, and you can't believe it. In Nairobi, I'm told it's so hot. Nairobi itself, it's so hot, but right now in Dian, it's something different. Let me just turn my camera shortly. So this is from my balcony. You can see the sun is out. You can even tell from my camera. I'm actually swearing. And so there are some people who are freezing in Nairobi. But what do? It's life. We have to enjoy it the way it comes. Whether it comes hot, whether it's cold, we just have to say thank you. What do you say, guys? So I'm in Dian. I don't know what you really want to know about Dian. Dian, it's a cool town, by the way. I really love it. Dian, it's a cool town. And if you haven't been to Dian, you really need to make up your mind, make a way of coming to Dian this Christmas holiday. Forget about North Coast. If you have been going to the North Coast, you need to make a way to come to Dian. Okay, so let me just show you something briefly. So if you are seeing that road that is all the way to Ukunda town, there's a town somewhere there, and it's just like 300 meters to where I am. So I'm not far from Ukunda town, and going back, that is all the way to the beach. So guys, I do not know whether you are there. I'm trying to, I'm using my glasses, and the screen is dark right ahead, and I'm like, okay, I can't see anything, but I have to try. So if you see me trying to look straight into the camera, you just know I'm trying to do what? Just to get a glimpse of what is happening. So I'm in Dian. Life is good here. It's not that fast as compared to Nairobi. Nairobi is too fast. But Dian, it's a relaxed town, just like Mombasa. It is a relaxed. Watu wa pwani hawananga mbio. Sisi ni watu wa polepole, hatuna mbio. So be sure if you're going to make a way to come to Dian, just know hapa hakuna mbio. So if you're coming to relax, you're coming for work, hizo mbio, just leave it somewhere behind. So I just want to say thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. If this is your first time to bump into this channel, kindly consider to subscribe, like, and also share. Now, one thing I wanted to let you know, actually I moved to Dian. How is that? Yeah, I moved to Dian, and I want to see how life is here, but with your support, I know it's going to be easy. So let me know what you think, where you want me to go show you. So there's so many interesting places you can actually come to Dian and visit. The other day I went to, how is it called? The Congo River. This is where the river flows into the ocean. That thing is so amazing. You look at it and you are like, oh my God, so this is nature. And then, the ocean, it's, it's huge. Just having a stream flow into the ocean, it was something mind-blowing. And then the following day I went back there only to realize things were changing. The ocean was trying to push the river back, and you can look at it and you're like, oh God. So that is one of the places you can go to if you are wondering where you can go to Diani. You can walk along the beach. The beach itself, it's 7 kilometers long. It's quite interesting. Utachoka, it's long and it's clean. You're going to enjoy the Diani beach. By the way, what do you think about me being sand-kissed? Sand-kissed. I know you're feeling like, oh, I wish I was going in Diani, or rather was in Diani, because Nairobians are crying. So another thing you need to know, about Diani is that it's a long stretch and it's a good one. So if you are somebody who loves water sport, if you are somebody who loves water activities, Diani is the place to be. The other day I went also to, it's a hotel. It's called Alibaba's. It's a cave actually. It's a cave and they've made it a hotel. It's quite interesting. That place looks just nice. It's underground. The way they've designed it, just to be, it looks like a romantic place. I just don't know. If there's somebody who would want to take me there, I'm very much ready. So that is one of the places you can just go and have your dinner. Just look at the cave, how it looks like, and you're going to enjoy it. So I talked about the Congo River. I've talked about just a walk along the beach, and here I'm telling about the hotel restaurant. Apart from that, you can ride around. We got the Shimba Hills around. There's so many conservation areas around. You can simply, simply, what? So I tell you, sometimes when I try to speak my mother tongue, it rounds off to, when I try to speak English, it rounds off to the nearest mother tongue. So that is just what happened. And oh my God, I feel like running away from this life. So there's so many places you can go to. There's so many hotels around. The place is just cool. And remember, if you have to go to the beach, that's another one, to the beach. Wow. Kuna somebody ananiongelea. Let me see. Yeah, kuna somebody ananiongelea mahali. There's someone who is talking about me mahali. That is why leo nitashema ile mbaya mbovu. So if you been to Diani, or if you haven't been to Diani, you're going to find many Airbnbs. You're going to find many hotels. I've been showing you all these hotels. We got the Leopards Beach, Diamonds of Africa. It's right here in Diani. We got the Southern Palms. We got the Swahili Beach Hotel, Kaskazi Hotel. There's so many of them. I cannot mention all of them. We got the Neptune. To the end, to the south. That is where you're going to find, that is where like the beach ends. So there's a lot of things you can really love about that. Just see, I haven't seen such a bus. I haven't seen such a bus on this route. It looks like Bukinya, the one that goes to my rural village. I haven't seen such a bus. But anyway, maybe it's people have taken it to bring them to a hotel somewhere there. So the mode of transport, if you are going to the beach, you can see there's so many tuk-tuks. I know most of you are wondering what are tuk-tuks. Let me see if I'm going to spot one. I'm just seated at a veranda somewhere, at my balcony somewhere. I just want to show you a tuk-tuk. Now that one is a tuk-tuk. That is a tuk-tuk. You can see there's another one. There's another one. So mostly if you are at Ukunda Center and you want to go to the beach, unless you are in the shuttles, the ones that can drive you to the hotel, but if just using public service, you are going to use the tuk-tuk or a boda. It's quite, economical. You do not have to get into a taxi because people, the moment they see you as a guest, they will want to overcharge you. So if you have to go to the beach, you've been using public all the way from Mombasa Likoni ferry, you got into Nissan, and then you stopped at Ukunda and you want to go to the beach, just jump into the tuk-tuk. They're going to charge you let me say not more than 200 Kenya shillings. That is if you're going to go to the end, to the very end of the hotel. So that is the cheaper way of traveling around. There are no public services around this road where I am seated. There are no public ones, so you have to use a boda boda, a tuk-tuk, or a private if you are using that. So this is Diani. The language that is mostly known here is Swahili because it's a Swahili speaking side. How do I call it? It's a Swahili speaking side. But then if you're watching me, please let me know your comment in the section below. Am I clear? Am I loud? Just let me know what you think about this video. And I told you, if you're going to see me trying to get so close to the camera, just know I'm trying to see if there's a live chat. I can see there's somebody. This is Andrew KK. You say, has the heavy rains affected Diani in terms of flooding? Actually, the day it flooded in Mombasa, there was so much rain around here. Let me show you. You can see this farm. There's a farm somewhere here. This road was flooded, but the following day there was no flood. So not so many places was affected and not much flooding. I didn't experience anything much. Maybe just somewhere along the river where we have a river, but somewhere right here we saw flooding the moment it was raining, and then after that the water just cleared. So I can say in Diani, with flooding, this is the best place to be as compared to Mombasa. Mombasa, I just don't know whether to call it drainage system, whether to look at it like it's just a flat area. I do not know, because the other day I can tell you it was crazy. But this side I could experience, I could see the flooding when it was raining, but immediately after that it disappeared. So thank you so much for always coming back. Andrew, thank you for your comment. And I excuse myself if I excused myself. Another one, I just said, when I try to speak English, it just rounds off to the nearest mother tongue, which is, okay. So this is Diani, my people. I don't know if you are liking it. I'm just showing you from my balcony. That is Diani again. This is a hotel right ahead. That is a hotel. It's called Classic. There's a church here. I'm just hoping my phone doesn't slip from my hand. There's another bar called Brazuka. There's another bar called Brazuka. That thing is loud, especially on Saturdays. God, you won't like to be here, because this is where I'm staying. You can see this door, and then can imagine this door, and then we go to Brazuka right there. It's so loud. And then we go to a church here, Kingdom Hall of Jehovah Witness. Those ones, they really, it's not that loud. So it's quite calm here. I like the trees. Let me see. I'm just trying to find if there's an SMS. Someone has wrote a comment right here. I really like the tree. Are those palm trees or what? Someone please let me know. Is that a palm tree? Because I just like the way they look, like, the way they look slim and then tall. I just love it. So I was telling you about that bar. That one, Brazuka, I think you can see it. On Friday they have music. They call it, it's a reggae, Saturday night reggae. It is loud. But the best thing is just that day I can hear a flight pass. Nasikia ndege ikipita. That tells you I'm just next to Ukunda Airport. Ukunda Airport is not far from here. I'm actually on X line, so it's not far from here. So thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I'm not saying bye. I'm still here, but I'm like, okay, do you have a question? You really want to know much about Diani, let me know. Today I didn't have a video. It has been quite hot, and that is why I just decided, okay, let me just do a live video because it has been long since we did a video. Let me see what Andrew says. I just have to, you say it seems like the whole of Mombasa is a riparian land. Yeah, I think so. I think riparian land, really. Some places, yeah, but I just think it's a flat area. Okay, there's some places that are riparian. Another thing should be it is a flat area, and then you know when these people come to put up a flat like this one, they don't consider the drainage and all that. So you find most of the water that's stagnant on the road and all that. So there's no water that has to flow. So when it rains, it has to stick somewhere to stand. It has to stand somewhere. Guy! Kizungu si mdomo changu. I'm sorry. Okay, so when it rains, water doesn't flow because the whole place is just flat. And then when it comes to, I've said it must be, okay, some places riparian, it's a flat area. And then when landlords put up these buildings, like in Bamburi, you can't believe it, man. If you can go back to my videos, I did a video, like the place that was flooding, I did a video some time back. That place is so flat. You can look at it and you're like, actually I saw there was water that had stagnated there for some time until the water turned green. You know that green thing? You can definitely tell that water has been there for quite some time. That one tells you, it tells you something is just wrong. That town, that city just needs to be worked on. But I just don't know. I think, you know, the county government just need to come up with ways of ensuring they have proper drainage. You know, some of the interesting part, I can see it's drizzling. Just look, let me turn my camera. That is the sunset. And I've just seen some drops. And I'm still here. I'm sweating. In Mombasa, you can't even use a handkerchief, man. You have to use a piece of cloth because it's so, you sweat the whole day. And if you are planning to come to Diani, just know, or rather to Mombasa, just know you are going to shower in the morning. If you'll be at home that day, let's say that day you're not busy, you're not going out for work, you'll shower in the morning. At lunchtime, you're going to shower. At night, you're going to shower. I remember the last time I was in Bamburi, at some point I was sweating. You know, you sweat until you feel the clothes, the t-shirt, or rather the night dress, it's wet. You have to remove it. So I was being told, okay, just jump into the shower. And I was like, okay. I wake up in the midnight just to go in the shower, just to reduce the heat on the body. I was like, no. The best thing for me is just to remove the t-shirt and put on another one. To me, that could be better. So while in Mombasa generally, you know, you come to Kwale, this is Kwale, Kwale, go to Mombasa, go to Kilifi, Malindi, Watamu, you know, the same weather. Like the other time I was in Dian, it's just the same weather. I can see some comments here. Let me see. Still Andrew, okay. Let me see what you say, Andrew. You're like, haha. Okay, let me laugh. You say, I understand the best affordable, recommend 3 best affordable Airbnb in Diani. Price range 1,500 to 3.5. That is 3,500 Kenya shillings a day. Like the hotel I'm just showing you here. This hotel. Okay, I'm on the side of it. It's called Classic. I'm not promoting them, but for the sake of my video, I went to their hotel. It's not an Airbnb, it's just a guest house. This one goes for, the rooms for 1,500 Kenya shillings. That is 1,500 Kenya shillings. And also, I was told there's another spacious one for 3,000. I think I'll have some time and just go do a request for a video there. But in the meantime, for the Airbnb, first of all, what is the meaning of Airbnb in full? I'm going to find out where we got some of these Airbnbs. I need to show you people where you can sleep as you prepare to come to Dian, because what I'm doing, we want us to promote Kenya, promote Africa to the world, even though we have our own, downfalls, we got our own issues politically. There's the good side of it. The time I was in Tanzania, hey, Dar es Salaam, that place is nice, and I feel like I should just go to Dar es Salaam. It's a good place. So I'm going to do to find some of the Airbnbs, and then I do a video for you, Andrew. Just be sure I'm going to be in Diani for quite some time. Okay, so be assured of that. Okay, there's so many things I've told you. The mode of transport. Diani, it's a town within Ukunda. It's not that big. You can go back to my videos. It's not that big. It's not a big town, but it's a nice town. What I like about this, you can't compare this town to a place like Mutwapa. Mutwapa, it's congested. There are so many people. And then I just said the dust in Mutwapa, those sides. Mutwapa, Banburi, I just said the dust along that side. But this side again, if you have to go to the other side of the road, you're going to experience some different life altogether. But to this side, going towards the beach, things are different. So it's not that dusty, and most of it, it's the sand. You find most of it is the sand. But in Mutwapa, you realize, there's that sand that when a vehicle passes, it comes up, and it can be a bit boring. So right here, I've walked along the beach, and I can assure you, you walk along the beach and you're like, wow, this place looks nice. And then for food, if you are somebody who loves Western meal food, Western, I don't mean the US, the UK, and all other places where I come from, the western part of Kenya. If you're a fan of ugali, here they call it sima, not ugali. Okay, you'll find it, but not in all hotels, because people here, they're Swahili people, so you're going to find them cooking the viazi karai, the potato thing. Sweet. Is it? No. What's the name? Irish potatoes. That is, they prepare a lot using the Irish potato. So if you're a fan of ugali, not all hotels prepare it, so you are going to be a bit unlucky. And then they got fish around here. If you are a lover of fish, you are going to find it in plenty along this side. It has been a good time. I continue to say thank you so much for always coming back to watch my channel, my videos. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate whatever you are doing. I really love it, because whenever you watch my videos without skipping those ads, you are kind of giving something to me to enable Pam to eat, to travel, to drink, and all that. So I got my Gmail account. It's somewhere there. If you really want to get in touch with me, I got a Gmail account, and also there's a phone number somewhere down here. You can also talk to me. Yeah, I have been told, let me see, the meaning of Airbnb, air, bed and breakfast. Really? Air, bed and breakfast. So does it mean that we are paying for the air? Okay, Airbnb, air, bed and breakfast. Okay, that makes sense. It's something. So thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. As I was saying, if you want to get in touch with Pam, you can definitely go to the description box. You can go to the description box. You're going to find my Gmail account. You're going to find my number. It's down there. You can be able to ask me a question. Actually, that number right there. You can also chat to me, and that is on WhatsApp. You can talk to me. So thank you so much, Andrew, for always supporting me, for always coming back to watch my videos. Now, remember what I was showing you, the tuk-tuks? Yeah, the tuk-tuk, it can actually carry how many people? This is the driver. I have noticed it carries the seat of the driver, 2 people. And then the back seat, it can take like 3. If you are slim like Pam, you can see that the back like 4 people. So you don't have to go into that expenditure. This is if you're traveling to Dian on a budget. You do not have to go for the taxway. Anyway, you have to support them because they also need money. They're earning a living from the taxi thing, from the taxi business. But if you're on a budget, you can definitely use a tuk-tuk. That is, even if you're alone, even if you are many. And remember, from Mombasa City, remember Mombasa itself, it's 30 kilometers from Mombasa to Diani Beach, and where like Ukunda, right here, Ukunda to the beach, it's about 5 kilometers. So I'm trying to imagine it could be from Mombasa up to here, it could be around 25-28 kilometers. So it's not very far from Mombasa Island. It's very, very close. And I'm trying to imagine there must be people who are actually commuting from Diani and they work in Mombasa. The only thing that can disturb you while staying this side is the ferry, because sometimes you have to stay for long at the ferry. Sometimes the ferry just refuses to go, you know, it gets stuck on the waters and you're like, okay, when are we going to get out of here? And then, you know, when something like that happens, they have to work on it to solve that issue first so that it can remove the traffic jam. So if you are driving, you have to cross by the ferry. That one can cause a bit of a jam. Even if you are you're not in a taxi, that one can also cause a bit of, you know, chaotic. So if you are not a fan of crossing the ferry all the time, then you do not have to come to live in Diani or this side after the ferry, Likoni, this side. If you have to go to drive a long distance, like 20 kilometers to get to the ferry, it's going to cause mayhem. Unless you're that person who wakes up very early. You wake up very early, you go to the ferry when there's no traffic jam. But let me just hope there's a road that is under construction. That is from the SGR. It's called, is it Dongo Kundu? Yeah, the southern bypass. That one is going to bring you direct to the southern part. And I'm told the 2 bridges are already, sorry guys for the noise, that is Diani Beach Ambulance Hospital, something like that. So I'm told there are 2 bridges that are under construction, and I'm told they are complete. So there's just a small section. Actually, the bridges were constructed, or rather finished, during the previous regime. So I really don't know what is happening. They're supposed to be in use by today. I did a video some time back about Kibundani interchange. That is where you are going to, let's say from Nairobi, or rather if you come with the SGR, you know, your driver can choose to use the Dongo Kundu all the way to Diani. You do not have to go to the ferry. So I'm so sure when that clears, it will be so much fun, because I know there are so many people, when they hear of crossing to this side using a ferry, they're like, not me on a ferry. Don't mind, there's a little boy here who really wants to come into the camera, but no, this is not for babies. Anyway, I just have to say thank you. I know there are people who are watching this video. I must say, Lady Sue, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for everything. I have to say, Judy, you know yourself, I just have to say thank you so much for the support. And David Davis, yeah, one of my supporters, I just have to say thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. So if this is your first time to bump into this channel, kindly consider to subscribe, like, and also share this video. Remember, Diani, it's has been rated as among the leading tourist destinations in East Africa. So you can be so sure when you come to Dian, you are going to enjoy the beach life. That is, if you are a fan, you are that person who loves, you know, the water sports, you love the beach and all that. Andrew, to say thank you. You are most welcome. And I have to say thank you so much, Andrew, for supporting me, for watching this live stream. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. And what else do I have to say? Should we doing more of live videos? Because I plan to do live videos, you know, of outside, let's just say a vlog, a walk vlog, but live, not recorded. So thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. As I said, I got my email address. You can go to the description box. You can always find me. I got my number. There's a number you can contact me. It's right here. And it's on WhatsApp. You can also talk to me via that number. If you really need me to do a video for you, let us get in touch on that WhatsApp number, okay? See you in the next video. Bye for now.